person you see riding down the middle of the freeway, down both lines, both lanes, has a license plate that says Bourbon. Oh, they finally got over in the lane, and they were riding down the middle for a long time, man. Town is congested, ain't it?
It's fucking Gaylord. I hate Gaylord. It's the best city.
Yeah, it's like everybody jams into nothing here. Take a peek. If it looks all fucking all fucked up, you don't want to go in there. We'll go somewhere else. That lady right there cruising with her lights off is looking down at her cell phone. She drove right in front of us here, looking down at her cell phone with her lights off, driving around in the dark. She's pulling out on the road with her lights off, looking down at her phone, driving down the road with her lights off. See if she turns them on. No, still up. Driverly challenged, but he got a driver's license though. Don't know how to slow down, let people in to get on the fucking freeway. Fucking freak. Like, you know, there's just rain at this point. There ain't no ice yet.
Now he's gonna speed up. Look at this shit.
What a dumb shit. Don't run on the wind. Well, they did. They made it hard to get on the freeway.
What's your favorite thing for dinner? Like fucking. Quite stupid enough to go out on that.
And do not look safe, do it.
It's all water.
a sled. That's a snowmobile right there.
Oh my God. You are retarded.
Yeah. You got insurance.
That doesn't mean you have life insurance.
dog is just out running around on the fucking highway, man. It's
Come
like,
get your dog, fucking freaks.
hey, fucking retard's gonna let your dog get hit.
Oh man, come on.
It's like fucking, some people shouldn't have animals, man. For real. It's like you live on a highway, yo. Snowmobilers out here. It's like it might be their last hurrah. Whether we get this week might just destroy what's left of the trails. Right now they got like ice slick on them, so they're really fast and cool. Once you get rolling on them, I imagine they're not easy to stop on. It looks slushy, but it's actually under that slush it's hard packed ice, probably about 2 inches of ice. Easy. Sleds out here.
Riding around people's yards, people's property. That's why people are getting taken off and closing down.
And closing down trails because of the inconsideration. They are an inconsiderate lot. You know, you can tell by the way they drive. They come up here with big trucks and trailers, ride your ass, push you down the road, push you out the way. I mean, all up on your ass. Rude as fuck when you encounter them at a gas station or a restaurant or a store. Our snowmobilists getting the last rides. Spend that kind of money on a sled, you want to take it out. Most obligated to drive it, you're making payments on it. Just letters at the gas station. Stuff happening around here. Little car sitting down the road from my grandma's house. Like their cars been getting in and out of there.
You know, you just pull up there.
Wherever you pull is fine.
Because it seems like it'd be less slippery over here. Fuck dude. If he wants to get through here, he can fucking just wait till I leave. Yeah.
Don't look like anybody's been driving through that.
Yeah, it's all ice. You feel it's just sliding.
Under the table, love me as we mind, cause it tears them all apart. Bloodshed, almost everywhere you see. Freedom ain't for all, and it's never coming free. Busted, with my wiener in the dirt. Didn't fall far, done man, this shit just hurts like a motherfucker. Fulfill the prophecy, and keep afflicting me. Can't get a good turn, and don't get a good luck. Man, this shit just hurts like I walk these streets. Like I'm never getting old. Walking on the blood, what was once paper gold. No reason, face another day. Find solutions, find another way to beat them. Beat them at their own game. Break their little minds so they never be the same. Bust the code and put it to a rhyme. Tweak the plan and travel back in time and change it. Blow a feather in the wind. Travel back forward and see how it ends. If your dreams come true. Fulfill the prophecy and keep afflicting me. Can't get a good turn, don't get a good luck. Man, this shit just hurts like a motherfucker. Yeah, I'm too high. I'm doing too fine. People might be crying. Little phantoms on the phones, all up in the mechanism where they gonna go. Caught up dirty roads, skanky little hoes, bunch of hoes. To reality, too many gone blind, too many little phantoms been raping on their minds, doing in the word, weighing in the earth, blocking out the truth, something on with the word. Do them in a lockdown, keep them in a ride, never let them know where they're headed when they die.
I'll be right now.
To the SEC. You know, the Southern Speed, all that stuff.
I want to do the dirty stuff. No, there's weird debris. Weird debris, buddy. Don't rub against the pole. Come on. Little poor kitties on that bed in there. It's like a cat reaching. He's a good slinky cat. You guys doing, huh? Did you take the room over? You don't go near them kitties' litter boxes. Those turds are Tootsie Rolls, buddy. Let's get away, that's bad. Make you sick. Cost me more money I don't have. And that's if we're lucky, right? Of course, if you die, it still costs money. You have to have you cremated. Yeah, it's like the spirit of death is really clogging shit up. What are you doing? Stay where I can see you. There's no lesbos here right now. Which is a good thing because I got hit this year. They changed my shit all up, so I'm having to hang out, right? And I'm having to hang out here because I can't get too far away from Lisa if it comes up that, you know, I need help with my money. So, you know, it made me real depressed, eh? You know, my aunt died, I couldn't go down for her funeral. And then this shit happened where they messed with my money. And, you know, I'm having to make sure that it's right before I can go back to what I was doing, right? Which what I was doing turned into a bunch of nothing because, you know, we're out here in this area and it's like, this dog, the cat's real vocal today, you know, like grunting while hitting the ball, you know, playing tennis. He's not really hurting the dog and the dog's not really hurting him. But a lot of times he's making that noise, he ain't nowhere near the dog. But it sounds horrific, don't it? It sounds like he's tearing him up. You know when if he finally does hurt him because the dog will yike. Aslan, out of the cat's ass. From one kitty to the next. You need to calm down, boy. But you know, it came out and well, in this area where there's no musicians, you know, to league with. It's not like Detroit where you can get people to help you. They'll give you a beat. They'll give you pieces of songs, man, just to keep you producing, you know. They'll give you bass lines, you know, all kinds of usable shit that you can make a song out of, for real. You know, and never come at you, you know, if they see the shit online, never come at you like, hey, do you make money off that? You know, never come at you about that shit. It's beautiful. The spirit of that. Hey, don't you guys hurt each other. Do gotta watch them once in a while. But it's like, what do they do when I'm not here, right? And you know, the lesbian crew ain't keeping a sharp eye on them. Well, okay, they must be, right? I say medieval shit. I guess it's out of pain or something, I don't know. But I'm trying to get out of that. I'm trying to foster and adopt and home the cool spirit that Christ said we're to have. It's translated as cool, you know that, right? But anyway, you know, there's no musicians that want to do that kind of shit where you can like league together and create songs, you know, and then like if something gets big and people like it, you can be like, hey, well that's really, you know, all I did was this, it's really these guys over here, you know, they did like the guitars and the bass and the backup vocals, them hooks you like so much, they did them taglines on the guitars, they did the keyboards, all that shit. Right? And those who know me know how I felt about, you know, drum machines, What's up, E.T.? Woody. He's a vocal little kitty. Drum machines and relying too much on a sampler, shit like that. People know I despise that kind of shit. So it's really weird to find myself in this position where here's what the Royal Room at Lisa's looks like now. Got it kind of set up as a studio. Got new mics coming, a new mic and shit like that to be able to lay the vocals down better. I don't like the old mic. I ain't even gonna bring that in here. But yeah, once I sit up in here, I might soundproof the walls, but I doubt it because I'll just have to try and get in between the outside noise, catch the house when it's quiet. But I got this amp here for a preamp for phantom power. If I need it for the mic that's coming, it'll be here this week. It's supposed to be right, and then this sampler here Lisa picked up for me last month, and I'm the type that when somebody puts something in my hands, I'll play with it for a minute. Like she bought me some drones. I played with those for a while. Playing with this, I was actually able to create songs, and then there's this like Spirit of Death. There's E.T.'s, cuddle up on Slinky now. See how much alike they look? There's like the Spirit of Death that swooped in on my family, man, and I'm trying to defy it. I went and visited my dad yesterday, and it's like it's really hard to focus on anything now when you see somebody they're ready to just sit down and wait to die, even though you're not ready to let go of them. You don't want to try and fight it. Don't want to try and smoke no marijuana to defy what the GMO did to their liver. Nothing, man. Just ready to give up. But anyway, yeah. I got the guitar here. At least I got that back from the pawn shop for me. I'm going to leave this thingy on at this time. Seems like every time I tear this off, I have to pawn it like the next week. And I got her bass here. I'm running into problems with the bass. I'm going to take it out and try cleaning it up and see what I can't do. I'm getting weird noise in the bass parts. I got a new cord coming in case, the cord's coming into play. But how I have to run into the laptop is with the stereo plug out of the cord, the adapter, right? I haven't been using the preamp lately because I've been running the bass and guitar straight into it, and then if I want effects on the guitar, I've just been putting them in later. I haven't been putting effects on the guitars because I keep that in the background, but I'm thinking that I'm going to bring some stuff up, and I forgot while I was over at my grandma's house to borrow my brother's electric guitar. He's got a Warlock. It was bought for me, but I gave it back to him when he didn't buy himself a bass. Because he bought it for me on the pretense he was going to buy himself a bass. We start jamming together. I ain't going to let him buy me a guitar. We ain't going to jam together. Okay, it's after 9. We got the infomercials happening here. Lisa left her laptop out in her cart over here, as if she's got company that's going to get up and watch it, but there ain't nobody here. Watch movies or something on her laptop. She'll leave it set up for them. And she's got a profile, an online profile. It's not an administrator profile that they can go online with, right? What I've been doing, what I've been having to do for drums is steal drums, right, from online. And if I don't steal them, like directly steal them, I might I'll tell you, the best drummer to get drums from online is Jim Dooley. Now, Jim Dooley has sowed the seed where he records good drums that you can use for songs. And he's an accomplished, great drummer. Okay? And he mics his drums. And so they're real beats. And you know, because they're recorded analog and then made digital. They're recorded in the analog sphere, right? Well, the thing about him is he's an accomplished drummer, and sometimes he gets too complicated to where, you know, you have to cut his drum part up so much to use it. You might as well just use a sequencer and create kind of the same drum beat, but it's your drum beat, you know. It's like, and it's similar to what he's doing. I'll let y'all see where I find this at. It's like, see, I just ran recovery disc trying to speed this thing up. I think I just finally fried a disk on it. I've worked this computer to death over the last, what, 5 years. Okay, you can just type in like online free drum machine, right? Now people will download shit, but I don't download shit. Let's see. The best one is this one right here. I mean, this is the only one I've used, I should say. But sometimes you'll find that you're writing drums, and one of these discs or something puts some fucking shit in your song. But anyway, here you go. You can create the drums that you hear, you know. Like, I always change this kick. I don't like that fake kick. And the snare stab, I might use that. But then, you know, you can create the different parts of the song. You can create the roll-ins where, okay, you're going to go from your verse, you know, whatever you write there, to your hook. Well, you have a little drum roll or something, you know, something that connects it. And you put that in these, and you know, you can put like you have your beginning that brings it in, and then your end that takes it out, you know, shit like that. It gives you the option to make it as realistic as possible, and they even give you a swing option to swing the pocket a little bit, you know, for those of you who are into experimenting with that kind of shit. And you have your tempo up here, and it's a long drawn out process, right? And I don't know about bouncing it, you know, dubbing it, downloading it, you know, any of that shit. What I use is this thing. Now, you used to, in old laptops, there was a thing that you could use that it would connect your mapper, and you wouldn't have to go external, right? But you see, you can bounce it right like that. Record it right into Audacity. Okay? What you do is, you make this window smaller, long enough to get to the end of the song. Let's see. Okay. The end of the song would be like here. Alright. Audacity is going to open up here. It's trying to open up, I should say. It froze. Okay. Alright, but then you see, this is the new Audacity. I just had to re-download everything when I ran recovery discs, as this thing was just riddled with malware. I mean, it got hosed bad. Well, yeah, you know, you start your thing here, and then you hit your play button and record your drums once you got them all wrote. You stop it at the end of the song, and then you highlight just a little piece of the track. Use noise reduction. You hit get noise profile, then you highlight the whole track. You know, you want to make sure that you find a little piece of the track that only has the hiss. You only want to get rid of the hiss. You don't want to get rid of any of the other noise. You get rid of that with the silence tool. The silence tool is this right here, and that's where you highlight the piece where it's got background noise in it, and you get rid of that. But you do want to get rid of the hiss, the overall hiss, with the noise reduction. and you highlight the whole thing. You have to get the noise profile, and then you hit this again and repeat noise removal, or just hit Control R, and that'll give you, it'll repeat the noise removal with where it takes it out of the whole track. And you have to do that every track. You have to clean every track up like that. For those of you who are wondering how to get started, you think you need a lot of money. That sampler in there costs us about $200. It sounds as good as anything we were using in the studio back in the day that costed $5,000. Alright, as a matter of fact, that one in there sounds better than some of the $5,000 units that people are using in the studio back then. $5,000 back then is like $15,000 now, so don't think, oh, it's only $5,000. You know, no, it's like a $20,000 keyboard, yo. See? Got some apple in this rocket here. Yeah, in the bass, my wife pretty much got that almost as a freebie from a pawn shop because they lost one of my guitars. So that one guitar I got in there, I got that for a song. Pardon me. She got that bass and that amp. Same deal. Pardon me. Pennies on the dollar. To see, this laptop is sparse. I actually want one that has Windows 7 in it. It's like new. It doesn't have any bullshit in it. That's just for music. See how much is left? And that's with having nothing in it, man. There's no files really. There's really no videos or pictures or music or anything in it really yet. I put all that shit on disc that I wanted to save, and ran recovery discs, and it was hard making it take the recovery disc. It took me a while to figure out I needed to clean off the DVD reader. There's a bad dust problem out here in this town, out here in this region. But anyway, that's the creative process that's getting clogged up right now. I'm having a hard time focusing on music ideas. Like, you know, I might use the sampler, being there with that, fiddling around. It's got drums and shit in it, right? And tempo, so I can fiddle around with different style drums and tempos and find like the basic, you know, put it on like, you know, some strings or bass or something, and find the basic, you know, structure that I'm hearing in my head to the song I have in my head. And then, you know, come in here and write the drums, you know, or wherever I have this laptop at, you know, write the drums on this laptop and record them, which that can take hours. And then go start laying down tracks. I start with structure, scratch tracks, and then I try laying bass down. I might lay 15 bass tracks down, and the one good one that I could use might have like a pop or a glitch in it or some weird shit, too much hiss, you know, or every note has like a background frequency to it that I can't get rid of. So then I can't even use the track, right? So then I have to go into the other ones where, you know, I only played the track really good for part of it and connect the good tracks together, which, you know, that's like looping, that's cheating. I don't like to do that. But if I run into this thing where I've laid down hours and hours of bass tracks and I still can't use any of the tracks due to technical bullshit, then I have to, you know, I have to do that. You know, the good notes are there. I just have to put them in place and put them all together, you see. But usually, you know, my tracks are played all the way through. From the beginning of the song to the end of the song, I'm playing that shit. I'm not looping anything. It's, you know, because it's bad enough I gotta, you know, I'm using fake drums, you know. And I'm not always using fake drums. Some of my drums are pirated drums, you know. And if those songs sell, well, those drummers that they were pirated from, even though they're royalty free, I'm still going to tear them off, and I'm still going to see to it that people know, hey, wow, you know, this was all made possible due to this drummer sowing this good seed, you see. So it could turn into something for them later, but I don't like to get people's hopes up and blow smoke up their ass and come at them with, hey, yeah, la la la, I'm doing this song and I'm going to put it on iTunes, baby, blah 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 blah, you know, and just like get them all where they've got flags going up in their head one way or the other, because it could turn into nothing, you know. So then you talk to people about nothing, I mean, that's just what music is. It could turn into something and it could be nothing. It could lay there like, you know, a dead fish on the fucking shore, just doing nothing. So it's like you know, it's one of them things where I don't pester people about their shit. If they got it up royalty free and I pirate some of it, you know, use it or something, well, you know, I'll bother them later if I got to come at them with, okay, well, I figure they, you know, they helped write this song, they get this percentage of, you know, the profits I made, and I got to hit them up and send them some money, you know? It's just about everybody's got a way that you could give them the money to them online. You see, so you really got no excuse not to pay up if you do something with somebody's shit and it makes money.